Why do people keep talking crazy about Kobe Bryant? A couple weeks ago, Tracy McGrady was on a podcast saying that if you had him on those Lakers teams instead of Kobe Bryant, they still would have won 3 rings. And then like a week later, Shaq even co-signed it, which shocked me. And then a couple weeks after that, a clip from Jeff Teague's podcast went viral of him, of all people, saying that Kobe's all defensive teams weren't legit, and that he only really earned like the first couple of his 12 all defensive team selections. So that led me to start asking my friends what their top 10s were to see if Kobe was in their list. And for most of them, he was. And even the ones who didn't have him in their top 10, they had him either like 11 or 12. But recently, I'm starting to see a lot of discourse online, and I feel like we have these conversations every couple of years, because I made a video about this like 2 years ago, that Kobe's not top 10, or that even worse and more egregious in my opinion, that Kobe was never in the top 10 conversations. Every couple of years, ESPN does their top 100 of all time players. They put together a panel of experts who, and I quote, vote on thousands of head-to-head matchups, taking into considerations both total career value and peak performance. And every time they drop one of these lists, it's a huge topic for debate on either TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere, Reddit. Like, people dissect these lists. So I wanted to go back and see what ESPN was saying when it came to Kobe Bryant, and see how far back I could find in these top 100 lists. Because like people keep telling me, I've seen people tell me he was never even like top 15 in the NBA, like all time. Egregious. So the furthest back I could find was a list from 2016, almost 10 years ago, and Kobe was ranked 12th behind Oscar Robertson, Hakeem, and Shaq. In 2020, 5 years ago, they ran it back and he was 9th in front of Shaq, Oscar Robertson, and Hakeem, who were 9, 10, and 11, respectively. And in 2022, the most recent one I could find, he was 10th in front of Shaq, who was 11, and Hakeem, who was at 13, but he was behind Oscar Robertson, who was at 9. My point here is, saying Kobe Bryant was never in top 10 conversations, to me, is just, honestly, it's rage bait. And you might have got me because it made me make this video, but it comes across as rage bait. I remember people having these conversations, especially right after he won his 5th ring. Now, if Kobe's not in your top 10 list, truthfully, that is cool with me. You can dang near almost have 6 centers in your top 10 list. So I get it. A top 10 list is tough, and it can vary from person to person. You have anything past like 13, and I'm questioning if I want to continue that conversation with you, but to each his own. But I do want to know what you think. Is Kobe Bryant a top 10 player of all time for you? And if not, who are the 3 guys you have above him?